Okay, for this week, for my final presentation, I decided to do a collage of a bunch of different like bulletin boards and metaphors that I really feel that best would represent my philosophy in my classroom. So I want to teach social studies. So it is a little like, I guess I took inspiration from history because I feel that if you include the right things in history, it really does show equity and inclusion, kind of how we learned last week. So the first one I did was the little globe right here, and these are meant to represent the people, or my students as well. And yeah, so it kind of it like symbolizes that everybody is welcome, and that everybody should be included, and really shows that it's centered on the students. And yeah, and then the next one over here is the butterfly metaphor, and this says learning is a beautiful process. And I really agree with that because, again, my philosophy is progressivism, so I feel like that one really demonstrates it the best. But it's also a way that students may come into my class and not know nothing about history, or they know a lot about history, and so it really shows their like that they can be at any stage, and learning is going to be a process. Like, they don't have to exactly know what I'm talking about when I first teach them. Or it can also, in a way, it also represents kind of like you may be like right here, like kind of at the caterpillar stage when we first start our class, and kind of at the end of the semester they might be like a butterfly. So I think that it really shows kind of the process of learning, and I think butterflies are really beautiful, so I think that it really does represent that learning is a beautiful process. So yeah, and then my next one is right here. It says never stop exploring. It's like a world map, and I thought I really wanted to do that one because I felt that sometimes like students might just not feel motivated to do their work, or like that they might need guidance. So I feel like this really does show my philosophy, kind of in a way of motivating them. And then it is just on the wall, so it is for them, so it's centered on them to help them. And yeah, so the next one is kind of my philosophy is also very like centered on students, so I really wanted to incorporate that. So I decided to do over here a book list where they can write their favorite history books, or just in general topics they want to learn about, and we can find a book about it. Since I know history is very complicated, and it's very very a lot sometimes, even now, like learning about it, I feel like sometimes I get a little overwhelmed. So kind of I feel like maybe for middle schoolers you can do like a book list, and we can kind of like find books that we really feel like best represent that time era, or group, or kind of history, I guess. Yeah, so I feel like that's a great way to involve students, and also in a way guide them to find the best resources for learning. And then right here is kind of like a affirmation kind of mirror I want to include in my classroom, and I really wanted to add it on here. It says, I am an explorer, a leader, curious, amazing, and adventurous. So I feel like that is really like centered on students. I know when they're in middle school, especially when I was in middle school, I was really focused on my appearance. So I feel like having a mirror, and they'll obviously be like, hold on, let me check my hair, and then they'll kind of look in the mirror, and it's like the words of affirmation. So I feel like they really represent kind of my philosophy. Again, like it's kind of in a way guiding them, but it's also centered on them. And also kind of like the words are kind of I kind of try to do them like kind of history, kind of in a way like adventurous, or a leader. And I think it's really also another way to kind of include history. And yeah, and then my last one is over here. The M is slightly falling, but it says we are problem solvers, and it has the two little kids. And I really wanted to do this one because, again, that's something else that's really important in my philosophy, problem solvers. So I feel like just kind of, showing them a little reminder might give them some determination, or like guidance. So yeah, that was my presentation, and yeah, thank you so much for listening.